deer. And they dropped that. Oh my goodness.
And I want to give you a tip or something that's helped me a great deal in the years past, and that is sight pin configuration.
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
Of that area, so that's why I kind of get an idea. We'll move 2-3 over, move in.
Pretty brilliant.
Yeah, and then I mean the thing to do is once we get into these lines, you just find places where you can creep around over, get the stick set up. So it's perfect. Pretty cool.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions.
he's going to come into our lane. Yeah. Yeah, he will come right into it. Oh, yeah.
Good hit. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. What a deer. And a drop tine. Oh my goodness. What a fabulous place. We've been hunting here for a couple of days. All the rest of the guys, Ken, Fred, Aram, all killed really nice bucks. Mostly 4-bys. This one is not a 4-by, but he's a 3-by. But it's got a drop tine, which is absolutely fantastic. I love drop tine deer. Beautiful. Shooting the tactical version of the Mossberg Patriot in 6.5 Creedmoor, and horny ammo, of course, the Trichicon scope on it as well too. But what a deer! This is beyond expectations. Well, gonna go back and get the guys and get him loaded up and take him to camp and get him taken care of. Big bodied deer too. Leave the rifle right there.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American Built, American Strong, The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, your go-to for thermal hunting scopes and spotters, Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Hello, sports fans. Bill Carey with Striper Express with your fishing tip this week on A Sportsman's Life.
Striper Express, Lake Texoma fishing tip. We're doing a lot of topwater right now. Cotton Cordell pencil poppers, my favorite. Those Whopper Plopper Chapo styles are a close second. But usually when they're short striking, we have very little wind like today, or as the sun comes up and the action starts to slow, we'll take a little swim bait and high reel it right underneath those schoolies and usually catch more fish, and they're easy to take off because it's only one hook.
Hello my friends, it's Luke Clayton. Let's talk bow hunting a little bit. If you watch our shows very much, or if you read much of what I ride in the outdoor press. You know, I hunt with big bore air guns, muzzle loaders, center fires, you name it. But I love bow hunting, and it's time here in Texas. Bow season's about to open for archery season for deer. And I want to give you a tip or something that's helped me a great deal in the years past, and that is sight pin configuration. You know, we always want to put our green pin on top because it's the most visible. For about 7 or 8 years, a buddy and I outfitted archery elk and bear hunts up in Colorado, north of Steamboat Springs. And we would have guys come into camp that could shoot 50, 60 yards farther, had their sight pins set up for that. And I'd always tell them, keep your shots within 35 yards and you'll probably get your elk on the ground. But what I do, I set up your green pin is most visible, of course. All of you that bow hunt know that. I set my green pin up for 25 yards. Now this is mostly for whitetail hunting, but it applies to elk too. Now I'm not going to be shooting past 35 yards. So this is a gearhead bow, and it is a screamer. It's an accurate. I've shot this one here for about 3 years. A better bow I've never shot, but it's fast, and all of our bows today are fast. So what I'm getting at, with a sight pin set at 25 yards, you're good out to 35 with one pin. Now granted, you need to, I'm going to show you some shots here in a minute. Start off at 25 yards, and then I'm going to move to 35 and show you the drop. It won't be much. I mean, in the whitetail woods, if you hold high in the shoulder, at 35 and you're zeroed in dead on at 25, you'll be good. But a lot can happen, friends, when that buck, you hear him coming, or that bull, especially bull elk, starts screaming over there at about 30 yards, and you get that bow up. Which pin do it, you don't have to worry about it if you're looking at that one top green pin. So I don't want to, excuse me, I don't want to try to change any of you. If you're comfortable with your sight pin configuration, that's great. But if you might want to think about this a little bit, set your green pin at 25 and you'll be good out to 35 with most of today's fast bows. So let me make a shot at 25, show you where we're hitting, and then we'll move on out to 35, and it won't be a lot of difference. In this bow here, I think I'm shooting 57 pounds right now. And if you're pulling, at least 50 pounds, your trajectory from 25 to 35 is going to be minimum. So let's take a shot and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, friends, let's aim at the little round circle in the middle, and we are at 25 yards. So let's make a shot there, and we will see how it groups. I'm back at full draw and taking aim right now. Okay, folks, we're right at the top of the bull there at 25 yards. Now let's move back to 35, and basically I just want to show you the difference in trajectory. And then if you're actually hunting a white-tailed deer, elk, or whatever, you can factor in this drop, the arrow drop, and then do a little compensation. It is way faster than looking for another pin on your sight, in your sight configuration. Okay, friends, we are back to 35, and it should drop. I don't think it's going to drop more than about 5 inches, which is well within the kill zone of a white-tailed deer or an elk for sure. So let's take a shot here, see where we group. Well, that was, I can eyeball that. That was about 3 inches below that first shot right there, maybe 4. And honestly, I usually group about 5 inches below, so I might have been a little bit high on that shot. Just a tip for you folks, I don't want to change what you're doing, but do consider a 25-yard green pin on top in your sight, your pin configuration. Might help you out. Just shooting targets is one thing, but when that crunch moment comes, or 2 seconds when you need to pull back and shoot an elk or a white-tailed deer buck coming in, it may help you.
Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke Intex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.